How to focus like a Stoic. Shine. Principles that actually work. In a world designed to fragment your attention, the ancient Stoics discovered something remarkable. The power of focused attention is the gateway to a life well lived. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into how to focus like a Stoic, not just for productivity's sake, but for a more meaningful, intentional existence. I'm not offering cheap productivity hacks that wear off in a week. These are timeless principles that have guided some of history's greatest minds through chaos, uncertainty, and distraction. Before we begin, ask yourself this. How many times today has your attention been hijacked? Your thoughts scattered? Your focus broken? The average person today is interrupted every 8 minutes and takes 23 minutes to regain complete focus. That's why mastering your attention isn't just nice to have. It's essential for living the life you want. So if you're tired of feeling scattered, overwhelmed, or controlled by distractions, these 9 Stoic principles of focus might just change your life. They've certainly changed mine. Let's begin. Principle 1. Dichotomy of control. The foundational principle of Stoicism comes from Epictetus, who taught that some things are within our control and some things are not. Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. The modern world pulls our attention in countless directions, but the Stoics would argue we should focus exclusively on what we can influence. When we fixate on things outside our control, other people's opinions, past mistakes, future uncertainties, our focus fractures and our effectiveness diminishes. Instead, the Stoic focuses intensely on what they can control, their judgments, their actions, their responses. This immediately eliminates countless potential distractions. Practical application. Before starting your day, ask yourself, what aspects of my work today are fully under my control? Direct your focus there. When you catch your mind wandering to matters outside your influence, gently recognize this and redirect your focus to what you can control right now. Principle 2. Present moment awareness. Don't let your reflection on the whole sweep of life crush you. Don't fill your mind with all the bad things that might still happen. Stay focused on the present situation. Marcus Aurelius. The Stoics understood what modern psychology confirms. Our minds constantly time travel, ruminating on the past or worrying about the future. But focus can only exist in the present moment. Seneca warned, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." When our attention fragments across time dimensions, we lose the only moment where we actually have power, the present. Practical application. Try the Stoic practice of morning contemplation. Before checking your phone or email, spend 5 minutes focusing only on your breath and setting intentions for deep focus throughout your day. When you notice your mind wandering during tasks, use physical sensations as anchors. Feel your feet on the ground, the texture of objects you're touching, or simply your breath moving in and out. Principle 3. Single tasking. To do 2 things at once is to do neither. Publilius Syrus. While not strictly a Stoic, this Roman writer captured a principle the Stoics practiced religiously: the power of doing one thing at a time, with full attention. Modern neuroscience confirms what the ancients knew intuitively. Multitasking is largely a myth. What we call multitasking is actually rapid task switching, which depletes mental energy and reduces performance by up to 40%. Marcus Aurelius advised, give yourself space to focus on what's important. Be unruled. Take a clear-eyed view of the world on your own terms. Practical application. Work in dedicated blocks of time using the Stoic-inspired attention residue technique. Choose one important task, remove all potential distractions, and commit to working on only that task for a set period, 25-50 minutes. After completion, take a short break before moving to the next task. This prevents the attention residue that lingers when we rapidly switch between tasks. Principle 4. Negative visualization. Premeditatio malorum. Begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness. Marcus Aurelius. This might sound pessimistic, but the Stoic practice of negative visualization isn't about expecting the worst. It's about being mentally prepared for potential distractions and challenges. When we anticipate potential focus disruptors in advance, we're less likely to be thrown off course when they inevitably arise. Practical application. Before beginning deep work, take 2 minutes to visualize potential distractions. What notifications might pop up? Who might interrupt you? What thoughts or urges might arise? Then, decide in advance how you'll respond to each. This mental rehearsal creates response patterns that protect your focus when challenges arise. Principle 5. Voluntary discomfort. Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with rough and coarse clothing, saying to yourself the while, "Is this the condition that I feared?" Seneca. The Stoics regularly practice voluntary discomfort to strengthen their minds against distraction and desire. In our comfort-obsessed world, we're conditioned to immediately address every minor discomfort which fractures our focus. By intentionally practicing discomfort, we build the mental muscles needed to maintain focus, even when conditions aren't ideal. Practical application. Start with small discomforts that help build focus muscles. Work for set periods without checking your phone. Practice delayed gratification by waiting before addressing minor discomforts. Occasionally work in less than ideal environments to prove to yourself that your focus isn't dependent on perfect conditions. Principle 6. Memento mori. Remember death. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Marcus Aurelius. The Stoic reminder of mortality wasn't meant to be morbid. Rather, it served as the ultimate focus tool, helping practitioners distinguish between the trivial many and the vital few. When we remember the finite nature of our time, we become far less likely to waste it on distractions that don't matter in the grand scheme. Practical application. At the beginning of each week, ask yourself, if I had only 1 month to live, would I spend any time on these tasks? This perspective helps eliminate low-value activities that steal focus from what truly matters. Keep a small memento mori symbol near your workspace as a reminder of the finite nature of time and attention. Principle 7. View from above. Think of the universal substance of which you have a very small portion, and of universal time, of which a short and indivisible interval has been assigned to you, and of that which is fixed by destiny, and how small a part of it you are. Marcus Aurelius. The Stoic practice of taking the view from above, mentally zooming out to see our concerns from a cosmic perspective, helps eliminate distractions that feel urgent in the moment, but are insignificant in the larger context. When we consciously shift perspective, many apparent emergencies that fracture our focus reveal themselves as trivial. Practical application. When you feel your focus being pulled toward urgent but unimportant matters, practice the zoom-out technique. Close your eyes and imagine viewing your current situation from increasingly distant perspectives from above your building, your city, the planet, and beyond. Ask, will this matter in a week, a year, 10 years? Then refocus on what truly deserves your attention. Principle 8. Focused journaling. I will keep constant watch over myself and, most usefully, will put each day up for review. For this is what makes us evil, that none of us looks back upon our own lives. We reflect upon only that which we are about to do. Seneca. The Stoics were prolific journalers. Marcus Aurelius never intended his meditations for publication. It was his personal focus tool. Through structured reflection, Stoics cleared mental space and sharpened attention for what mattered most. Practical application. Adopt the Stoic practice of evening reflection. For 10 minutes each evening, write about 3 categories. What diverted your focus today and why? What helped you maintain focus today? What deserves your deepest focus tomorrow? This practice helps you identify patterns in your attention and continuously refine your focus strategy. Principle no, amor fati, love of faith. Visual person embracing challenging circumstances with equanimity. Do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather, wish that what happens happen the way it happens. Then you will be happy. Epictetus. Perhaps the most profound Stoic teaching on focus is amor fati, the love of fate, or the acceptance of all that occurs. This doesn't mean passive resignation, but rather focusing our energy on responding virtuously to whatever circumstances arise. When we resist reality, our focus splinters as we waste energy wishing things were different. When we embrace reality as it is, we conserve that energy for effective action. Practical application. When facing unexpected events that threaten to derail your focus, practice the acceptance pivot. First, explicitly acknowledge the new reality. This is happening, whether I prefer it or not. Then immediately pivot to, given this reality, what deserves my focus now? This prevents wasting mental energy resisting what cannot be changed, bringing it all together. These 9 Stoic principles of focus aren't quick fixes or productivity hacks. They're practices that develop a fundamentally different relationship with attention. The ancients understood what we're rediscovering today. Our attention is our life. Where we place our focus determines the quality of our existence. In reviewing these principles, focus only on what you can control. Stay present in this moment. Do one thing at a time. Anticipate distractions. Practice voluntary discomfort. Remember the finite nature of time. Take the larger perspective. Journal to clear mental space. Accept reality and focus on response. I've created a free downloadable Stoic Focus workbook to help you implement these principles. You'll find the link in the description below. If you found value in these timeless ideas, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. And I'm curious, which of these Stoic principles resonates most with you? Let me know in the comments below.